Back home, and when wild storms hit Victoria last month, tens of thousands of homes were left without power. But the havoc was also a test of technology that's increasingly being installed in Australian homes. Emilia Terzon has the story.
When severe storms cut power to tens of thousands of homes near Melbourne, Sean and Meredith initially had no idea.
We woke up and we made some teas and coffees and didn't realise that the power was out.
The reason why they still had power was out in their shed. This battery with off-grid capacity.
We were connected to our batteries and our solar panels, and it was like nothing had changed.
The battery kept them in power for an entire week as thousands of others in the Dandenong Ranges went without. This family also soldiered on with a system made from second-hand cells.
The batteries allowed us to keep our NBN running and also our freezer.
Converting this self-confessed cynic.
I gave my husband a really hard time about putting these ones in, but I'm so glad that he persisted.
Down the road, Freak and Eat's smaller battery system kept them in power on day one of the outage. But as they churned through their charge while generating minimal solar energy on just day two.
It couldn't charge itself again, and so it drained itself completely. And after that, it just stopped working.
They used a generator for the rest of the week until power was restored and their Tesla was recharged. Experts say most standard systems aren't designed for long-term outages.
It's much like a car fuel tank. You wouldn't expect your car to continue to drive if you're not putting fuel into that tank.
What happened here in the Dandenong Ranges was an outlier event with a power outage that lasted for days and even weeks for some households. Most power outages only last for a few hours, and all household battery systems can cope with that, which is good news for the 30,000 Australian homes that are installing them every year. 3 weeks after the storm, all power has now been restored. Emilia Terzon, ABC News, Dandenong Ranges.